Good morning, happy Sunday. It's June 9th, about 10 o'clock in the morning. So my Ursodiol came. I got 3 bottles of this now because I need to take it 3 times a day, and they give me a 3-month supply. Turns out the guy at the gastro office, the guy I'm going to talk to in August, refilled it, and he refilled it 3 times. So, I'm going to have Ursodiol for 9 months, so. And nobody called me, nobody asked me, so that's pretty good. I'm excited to give him a try. He did my colonoscopy and my endoscopy, and I see on his reviews that this is a thing that he does, and other people don't like it, but for me, I was awake, I could hear him, but he, when I was coming up, when I was in the bed, just waiting to go home, talking to the nurse, she's checking my heart rate and stuff, and he comes up to me and he kneels down by the bed, so he's at my level, he's like, listen to me, you have celiac, you have really bad celiac, all of your, he was trying to describe villi to me without actually saying the word, and I thought it was cilia, because, the other hairs in your body that do that, and he's like, yes, well, you understand what it is, so he's like, they're gone, they're all dead as far as I saw. He says that means you've been ingesting gluten for a long time. It has been a lot of damage. He said you have to stop eating gluten right now. He said it is extremely important that you never eat gluten because they're all pits and it can get worse. It could turn into bowel cancer. He's like, you need to let this heal. And then I was like, okay, great. And I understood. I asked him about varices. He said he did not write it on his paperwork. Heather reminded me of this after we talked to my hepatologist, and I didn't find where he said it in the paperwork. But he was at my eye level, and he said I did not find evidence of varices. So I'm sure this time he might. Maybe he might not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. Because I'm sure there's another endoscopy coming soon. It's been 7 months. And the actual day, getting up, dealing with getting better from the anesthesia, no big deal. It's the day before that I hate. The being hungry and having to drink that awful stuff. Because, I'm not sure if I'm going to need a colonoscopy every time or if it's just going to be an endoscopy. I don't know if I still have to drink all this stuff and empty out my bowels. I don't know. I guess I'll find out. It's got to be coming up. I'm sure that's what the guy will want to talk to me about. It's like, yeah, if we can get my insurance to approve it. But I think it has to be, I think right now, as long as I'm on the transplant track, I think any major tests have to be ordered by UCLA. I'm not sure if now my PCP can order a test that will be approved. So, I'm sure they're going to want endoscopies, though. Why wouldn't they? Celiac can and does affect the liver. So we'll find out. But, I read, his reviews, this doctor at my, I guess now he's my he's my new gastroenterologist, which is interesting because my PCP is also a gastroenterologist. I kind of have to. I kind of have to sort of stay with that. That's my major problem. But, so, my new gastro should be okay. I didn't think he was the doctor that was, supervising. I couldn't think of the word. It was like superseding, that's not the right word at all. Supervising my PA that was my gastro before. I thought it was another doctor because he wasn't the doctor that she brought in that first time. The first time, I went to see her, she had already decided, based on my numbers, that I probably had cirrhosis, although she thought that I had end-stage cirrhosis, which I think because I was jaundiced, and jaundice is very, very, very bad. It turns out it wasn't as bad as she thought, but it is cirrhosis. But then, as we were about to go, she noticed that a note that my previous PCP had left in my thing about how much weight I'd lost. My doctor hadn't changed my BMI. She wanted it to stand because I saw when she saw my weight loss, and I saw that she was going to change it, but she didn't, because I think she wanted it for other doctors to be able to see, because it is a major symptom. And so the PA, my old gastro, she took a look at that, and she went and got a doctor, and they both took a look at the computer. They both turned to the computer, and at the same time they both slowly turned towards me and kind of looked at me like I was in a zoo. Like, you lost 200 pounds in the last few years. And I was like, yeah. Like, did you try? I was like, no. And they were like, their reaction was not good. And that was, up to that time, my roommate was with me, and we were kind of all smiles and joking around. And then when they looked at me like that, I just felt like everything just go, like it hit me all of a sudden, like something was, she had already used the word cirrhosis, but I was like, I don't have cirrhosis. It's just one blood test. You can't tell that from one blood test. I was not hearing her. And I didn't hear her for a while. Even when she called me, might have been like a month later, and she diagnosed me with primary biliary cholangitis and told me about the celiac, because she took the blood test for both. She was smart enough to do that, to order those tests. She was right, or the doctor that they came in. But the doctor that she went and got was not the doctor that got my endoscopy, that did my endoscopy. So I assumed he was the one she worked under, but maybe she worked under both. I don't know. Maybe it was the doctors who got me in, and she was just the one. I don't know. I do not know. And I'm only going to talk to him on the phone on August 1st. So I imagine he'll probably want to talk to me about an endoscopy, which, great. Great. If we can get that arranged with UCLA, if we can get them to order it, or, I mean, if I have to have it, a bill for it forever, I guess I'll have a bill for it forever. I have a huge bill for, that first first CT scan I got. I can't pay it right now. So, it will get paid. It just won't get paid till things settle down a little bit. I wonder if I can pay some of it off maybe next year with my FSA. I don't know if you can pay outstanding medical bills with the FSA. I don't see why not, but I'm gonna need every penny of it this year actually, I'll probably need every penny of it every year for prescriptions and co-pays. This is my life now. I'm gonna go to the doctor a lot. But the other side of that is, I'm not gonna be caught out with something like this again. They're gonna see it well in advance. I was super scared. This is my worst nightmare. Like, it's a very Witches of Eastwick scenario. Like, I never told anybody, but like this, I am literally going through my worst nightmare, as if the devil conjured it on me. And, you know, other than, like, you know, certain things getting here, like the evaluation process, it's not that bad. My day-to-days are pretty much the same as always, and I'm lucky for that. I'm very lucky that I'm still healthy enough. So, I've babbled at you enough for a Sunday. Thank you for watching. Excuse me, and I'll talk to you soon.